You've said enough, boy.
Boy!
I want to address this thing about Juneteenth. I don't support it because it is based on a lie. True history is important, not what an elitist point of view forces to be taught in schools and ignores the real truth of what happened.
Then do you admit this?
And my son, hey, it is not your turn, sir. My son graduated from Wingate University with a degree in history. And I've talked to him about some of these things, and from his studies, he confirms to me exactly what I've learned by going beyond textbooks and looking at other sources. A lot of these things I learned by doing that when I was a kid. And it makes me sick what passes for history that is falsehood. And I will not just sit by and take it. I guess I've said enough.
Yeah.
You've said enough, boy.
Boy! What do you mean, boy?
I mean, you act immature.
Commissioner
sir.
Wortman.
The defense argued that the body found tied to the cotton gin fan in the river was so disfigured that it could not be identified as Emmett Till. Because of threats to his life, the prosecution's star witness, Mose Wright, was kept hidden out of state.
Will you go back to Mississippi to testify in the kidnap trial?
Sure, I'll go back because I promised the sheriff I'll be back. And so if I live, I'm going back to testify. And after the trial, well, I'm through in Mississippi.
He was called upon to testify as to could he see anybody in the courtroom, identify anybody in that courtroom that had come to his house that night and got the Emmett Till out. He stood up and he says in his broken language, "Dahi."
Dahi, there he is. Other black witnesses came forward too. Their courage made no difference in Sumner, Mississippi. As the trial ended, a defense lawyer told the jury he was, quote, "sure every last Anglo-Saxon one of you has the courage to free these men." It took the jury an hour to find the men not guilty.
How do you folks feel now that it's all over? Roy, how about you? I'm just glad it's over with. J.W.? I am too. Mrs. Bryant,
Feel fine.
how about you, Mrs. Milam? Did you expect this verdict? Well, I was hoping for it.
Well, the whole trial was just a farce, but the verdict was the one that I had expected to be given.
Months later, Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam told their story of the night of August 28th for $4,000 to reporter William Bradford Huey.
Milam was startled at the belligerent attitude or the fact that young Till didn't appear to be afraid of it. And young Till never realized the danger he was in. I'm quite sure that he never thought these two men would kill him. And it seems, to a rational mind today, it seems impossible that they could have killed him. But J.W. Milam looked up at me and said, well, when he told me about this white girl he had, he says, my friend, that's what this war is about down here now. He says, that's what we got to fight to protect. And he says, I just looked at him and I said, boy, you ain't going to never see the sun come up again.
Jake Lane took to the timeline to say, Jake has been attacked by a group of all-black prison guards in the Dallas County Jail.
Hey guys, it's Jake Lang here. I'm in the Dallas County Jail. They ripped me off the plane today. Dozens of officers treating me like El Chapo. They drove me through the tarmac. They've arrested me for a felony, what's called terroristic threat, simply because I said that if the jury did not find Carmelo Anthony guilty, that we the people will deal with justice. And this is a classic case of lawfare used to squash a First Amendment protester like myself.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
Yeah, well, we're here again. Of course, we're here on a Tuesday because, and hear me out, folks, because we got to change the days that we come on. And I know that's going to be hard to adjust to because everybody's so used to us coming on 3 times a week. But in the interest of streamlining things, we thought that it would be more wise, since city council meetings happen on Tuesday, it would be more wise to switch our schedules to Tuesday, because on weeks where city council meetings happen, we end up doing a show Monday and Tuesday, and subsequently having to do a show Wednesday, and then subsequently having to do a show Friday, which really doesn't give us a lot of time to gather news for you. So we're going to switch to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm gonna try to shoot for 8:30, but more than likely we're going to around 9 o'clock. All right. And I just want to thank everybody for joining us. For those of you that haven't shared this out yet, please take a minute to share this out. You know, this is one of our linchpin shows where we cover the city council meeting. We have Mr. Porter. We got Sister McCall. I'm here. I want to make sure everybody can hear me, so I'm gonna put the thing on the thing right here. Hold on. Let's see. Show. Yep, there you go. All right. I'm gonna put the thing right here. There we go. And we're gonna make it like this and like that. All right. Oh, okay. So yeah. Please do the thing and share out the show. I'm not going to do that. Let me see if I can do this instead. Yep, sure can. So don't hesitate. Take the poll. Make sure you guys can hear me, because I don't want to cast my pearls amongst the swine into the midst of nowhere. I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. I hope you guys are resting. I hope you guys are getting your vitamin D out in the sun. Hope you guys are grounding, taking your shoes off and go standing in the grass for a second. You're gonna need it, because you just need it. You got to stay grounded anyway. There's no actual outside thing anyway. So yeah, you got to stay grounded. That way we can always be able to engage. And we do have Mr. Porter with us, who just so happened dropped a video in my inbox of him on Facebook explaining in detail these mail-in ballots and how to this election coming up on June 27th. So before we get off the air, I want to run that video and yeah, to show y'all where to find it at. That way, when you have family members that don't know, you can always refer back to that video that he made. So we're going to get in a little bit of that. Thank you, Ms. Wiz Goolsby. We're going to get a little bit into that. What else we're going to get into? We're definitely going to get into the city council meeting. I did not watch this one, so I do not know exactly what took place. I do anticipate some form of entertainment, because every council meeting something else, ain't it? So anybody got anything they want to say, Mr. Porter, Sister McCall?
Just want to remind people early voting's taking place. I went drop off the mail-in ballots at the courthouse. There were very few people there voting. So, just remind everybody that you come across that we definitely need to get out and vote, and we need to continue voting. We need to establish a new tradition, a new culture of voting in every election. So if you haven't voted, here's an opportunity until June 20th to go down there and vote. There's no lines there at all. So,
all right. Well, that's always good news. People don't like to be held up. But Sister McCall, Do you have anything for us over there?
No, sir, I don't.
Can you at least say hi to the people? They do come to see you more than they come to see me.
Whatever. Hello, Mr. Porter. How's everything going? Hadn't heard
Going,
from you in a minute.
going great. Yeah, I've
Good,
been
good.
out and about.
Gotcha, gotcha. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Okay, that's it for right now.
Well, that's incomplete sense. That says only 410 black people early voted in the whole parish.
Wow.
I know it's terrible. The numbers are terrible.
I think everybody's got a little bit. I think a lot of this thing that they're doing with this trilateral commission voting shit they got going is that people are going to get voting fatigue, where they don't know when they need to be there. They don't know about things that are being voted on, and they don't know that there are even elections happening.
Right.
And that's that. I think that because I mean I know it's our civic duty to vote, but I can see why they're doing what they're doing. Because they know one of our weak points is coming back out to vote. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Hey, Mr. Tasha, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, thank you, and good evening. So, of course, let's go ahead and screen share. What do we got here? What do we got over here? I got to take all these out. There we go. All right, folks. I don't know what we're going to see. This is a surprise to me. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. So before we get into that, let me switch over to this. Yeah. This is true. It had more black people in the rain at the King George concert than the early voting. We got to do better, folks. We have to do better. We absolutely have to do better. That is not a question. That's not up for debate. We absolutely have to do better. So that's why we're here being consistent with this messaging about getting the word out to go vote. Because if what Jacques Roy did worked, right? And the only thing that he did was use your tax dollars to entertain you, and you were entertained and you showed up for that. Just imagine what would happen if you showed up for yourself just to do your civic duty. You could change the whole, but I think we're like, I was having a conversation earlier. I do believe we are, in fact, turning the corner. And we're going to get to the space where we need to be as a black community to get behind one good candidate. All right. So in lieu of that, I want to go ahead and see what the business is today. It says it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Jeez. All right, cool. All right. Let me go ahead and get the speed up on this thing here.
A lot of that was the demolition part, the public
okay.
hearing for demolition. I think they went through 25 properties, so there was quite a bit with that.
Okay, good. Because I was about to say, I know we ain't finna sit up here, but we got our superstar Trey Gist. We got Jim Ballard. We got the bearded fella. We got and we got Mr. Green. So let's see here. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Make sure. They turn the mics off. Is it just me? Wait a minute, where's the sound at? Can y'all hear it? Or am I tripping?
I cannot hear anything.
Can't hear anything.
Okay, let me refresh the page. Yeah, it was them. They cut the volume off. All right. We'll wait. See how long it takes.
Final adoption.
There we go.
Walter is the chair of this committee. Jim Ballard and Gary Johnson are also on this committee. We're looking at item 16 on the agenda tonight to consider final adoption of an ordinance rezoning the property located at 202 North 14th Street from SF2 MHO Single Family Mobile Home Overlay to a MF2 Multifamily District to allow for the construction of 4 family housing units. So this item went before the zoning committee or zoning commission, and they unanimously voted to recommend approval of rezoning. So at 202 North 14th Street, you can see that what they want to do is take lots 5 and 6.
Is this that is this off Rapides?
I don't really know where it's at.
Okay.
And look at and construct 4 multifamily units. So I don't know if we have anybody, property owner, the developer in here to discuss it. Daniel, do you have any comments on this to kind of?
Hey, I didn't even know what that lady sounded like. I've never heard her voice before. At least not in a setting like this. I didn't even know she's over the property and zoning committee. Okay. All right. That's nice to know in an election season.
We had asked the applicant to come. I'm not sure where they are.
Okay.
His name is John Harley. The property is 202 North 14th Street. This is on the other side of Rapides in the oil mill quarters.
Yep, I do it. This is going towards that bridge. Yeah, this is right off of Rapides. I guessed it.
It's an empty lot. It's undeveloped currently. Currently, the zoning is a single family with a mobile home overlay. I'm not sure why there was that, but we're removing that overlay to allow them to do 2 separate units on each of the 2 lots. It requires multifamily to have multiple units on a single lot. At the meeting, one neighbor showed up and she was in support. So that was good.
Okay.
The zoning commission meeting.
I think that'd be something good. Have new housing there.
That's right.
Okay, so we got the 2 candidates. We got the 3 candidates. Oh man. Look, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. So all 3 candidates that are running for re-election just so happen to all be on this committee and just so happen to all want to discuss something that everybody's already approved of. So let's find out what the discussion is.
It's just empty, so I'll make a move. Second.
And there was no other, the other residents within that vicinity.
There was no
complaints, no
opposition. That's
issues.
correct. Yep.
I
Pretty
think this is a
straightforward.
good thing to have more housing available, and I think we should.
New housing too. I'm sure it's going to be
Yes.
up to new standards. So.
Well, they'll have to get permitted and everything.
Yeah, so,
meet
yeah,
the city
new
standards and
standards,
everything.
so-
Yeah.
And that's with the new construction standards after, I think it's 2016 now, that the buildings are more hurricane resistant and everything else would be great for that neighborhood.
Great. All right. So
We're literally up here talking about 4 houses. And don't get me wrong, any progress is good progress. But really, folks,
They're trying to make up for what they voted against last year. Now, those 3 and Jack Roy are all on the bandwagon. Let's do some affordable housing. Let's, but before last year, they were all against it.
well, it's election time.
Yeah, that's funny. And what I don't understand, and it really bothers me, is just be yourself all the time. Don't switch up because you know that's where you're gonna get
That's where
some
your bread.
kudos from
That's
it.
where your bread is
Just
buttered.
be yourself. Just be yourself. If you're a rotten person, don't. I mean, if you have an opportunity to redeem yourself, do it. But this right here, I mean, like you said, Mr. Porter, they were all against that last year. Now all of a sudden it's election time. Oh, we want affordable housing. I don't. To me, that's not going to give me no reason to vote for you. And because they think of us as being simple minded, because that's what it is. Oh, look what they're doing. Oh, now I'm going to vote for them. That's what we do. And we as people, if we really believe in our vote, we don't just throw our vote at anybody. And that's the issue we've been doing for years. That's why we're in this mess we're in now, because we throw our votes toward people who we like and not people who actually doing the job. Okay, I'm off my soapbox.
So we recommend to full committee. If there's no other comments on this?
No comments.
All right, then this committee is closed.
Hey, what did I read?
Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, you have meat on it?
Okay, I was wondering if that was near the paper stage.
Okay, I tell you what. Check some Let- Oh, okay, my bad. I'm over here talking away. So that's what we need to look at this election season. Job performance, right? Showing up is half the battle, but actually performing is the actual job that you have to do, right? And so when you have a bunch of elected officials or a group of elected officials that are literally just not doing the work or being self-serving, and a part of doing the work is putting things on the agenda for your district. That is a large part of your job. That is the 80 to 85 to 85% of your, oh, maybe because we can see through the fakeness and Maybelline. You damn right. Yeah, it's important that we are choosing people that are actually doing the work of the community, of the district, of the voters, and not of the people that you know what I'm saying. Because it seems like everybody gets something out of every election cycle, every 4-year time period. It seems like everybody gets what they want, with the exception of our community. And when we had the ability to do so, we had a mayor that was dead set on stopping it. Right. So it is something visibly palpable about the obstacles that they're wanting to put in the way of the Black community. And the fact that she chose this particular thing, this one little itty bitty thing, progress nonetheless, but this one itty bitty thing about a rezoning and 4 houses that aren't even built yet is is empty. Is empty. These are empty calories, if you will. But I think that another large part of our work is to continue to bring you guys the lay explanations, the visible differences, to point out the visible differences, and to also just stay steadfast on this. You got to be about the business of the people, and you got to be about the business of the community. And if you're not, we'll just replace them. That's the goal, to get people up there that are actually going to do the work. Now, yeah, I don't want to ever deviate from that. So let's see how fast we can make this go. It's what was it? It's like a show. She just did that to put on a show, basically. It's of no consequence. And she's in full campaign mode, which she didn't have to campaign last time. Not that I could remember. I think the fix was already in. So, you know, this is going to be her first time actually having to campaign. Hopefully she'll have to campaign.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
because you can't really say that if nobody's.
Yeah, hopefully she'll have to campaign.
Yeah.
We'll see. Y'all see I'm doing better. I don't even have any rude jokes. You know, I could have made a couple rude jokes over the last couple minutes, but I'm trying to be a better person for the community, for the city community, like Roosevelt. That boy Roosevelt, whenever you heard him say city community or community city, like, dude, what are you talking about? But you know he was about to tell a lie when he pulled that one out. Man, how long? Okay, let's see if we can fast forward. All right. All right. All right.
2026.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we can go back to regular speed. Oh, okay. There go Mr. Oh, we know Mr. Cornelius is there. He's got something to say. I only seen him come up there one time, so it might just be one agenda item. We'll see. Gavel.
Workforce and Planning Development Committee, agenda June the 16th, 2026. I'm the chairperson. Absent is Mr. Fowler and Mr. Larvadan. And what we're going to do is delay this and bring it back at another date. Thank you, administration. I don't have a quorum in quorum. The meeting is adjourned. Committee meeting. Thank you.
Okay, so we didn't have a quorum for that one, and we keep it going. All right, so more waiting. Oh, they're gonna miss the live name. How to fast forward it? Let's see. Oh, okay, Mr. Porter, I get what you're saying. A lot of this is filler.
Right. Yeah. There wasn't much to this particular meeting.
Oh, that's good.
Alexandria City Council is open Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. Alexandria City Council meetings and council meetings are broadcast live and may be viewed live by the public of Optimum Cable Channel 4. A rebroadcast may be viewed on Optimum Cable Channel 4 in the City of Alexandria website. Invocation will be by Mr. Valord, and the pledge will be by Councilman Johnson.
Let us pray. And we will not, no, sir, Bob, we will not put that cast of whatever that is he's doing up there. Not going to let that affect our people. Tragus does have legs. I never knew he had legs. He's always sitting down.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Here.
Ms. Felter? Here. Mr. Green? Mr. Fowler? Mr. Valor?
Here.
Mr. Green.
Mr. Lawberdane? Ms. Perry?
Here.
Madam President, you have the floor.
The approval of the minutes taken from the regular meeting held on June 2nd. Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public. I'm sorry. I want to be in my bed in the room.
I know.
Second by Councilman Valord. Public comments. Mr. White,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
and you know the comments. are
Yes,
made.
ma'am. I got to keep it limited, and I will. Don't
And make
worry,
sure it's
Madam
about the
President.
minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's a lot of instructions for somebody with free speech.
Yes, ma'am. Well, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip is 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. I just wanted to say, Ms. Perry, you know, I kind of disagree with the minutes, but I want to thank Mr. Goins. He reminded me of Flag Day and stuff. And of course, Juneteenth coming up Friday. And I know y'all want to get out of here for the empowerment meeting over there at True Vine Baptist Church at 6:00. But so I just want to salute all the people and the poor airmen we lost at Edwards Air Force Base. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, discussion, public comments, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
F, consent calendar. Number 1, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for City Hall handicap ramp structure renovations. Number 2, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the proposal received from Urban Design Ventures LLC for HUD consulting services.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilman Johnson. Any items to the committee?
Resolution G, resolution. Number 3, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for an insulated articulating telescopic boom and material handler.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilwoman Felter. Discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 4, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for full spectrum image system FSIS2, color lab system, and full spectrum imaging system FSIS CSE2.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments. Mr. White,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
you're
I
welcome.
just wanted a little clarification. Are these cameras or these imaging things or what exactly is that? Somebody from
Can
the
we get somebody
administration?
from administration?
So wait, they were going to vote on this and nobody knows what it is?
Nobody read it. Nobody read it. And if there's not information in there, because Jack Roy administration, they leave a lot of information out. They omit stuff. And if you're not wary enough to ask questions, they have no idea what they're voting on. None whatsoever.
Ridiculous.
The imaging.
We'll get that information.
Okay, but I do want to thank, I don't know if the councilman from our district or the administration, but there's a security camera set up at around 3638 10th Street. So we got porch fires around there, so maybe that camera will catch some porch fires. So I want to thank you. You know what it is, Jim?
Yeah, I just read the thing there.
For fingerprinting?
Fingerprint.
Oh, it's fingerprint.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the police department.
Thank you.
See, it's right there in their book. Nobody read it.
Discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 5, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for a chlorine handler truck with knuckle boom crane.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 6, a resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for a 47-foot sheave height hydraulic decker truck.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 7, resolution to co-sponsor the Friends of the Alexander Zoo Safari Pickleball Tournament in September 2026.
Who do you think is going to move on this agenda item and second it?
It's going to be Villard and Felter.
Okay, you know what? That's what I want to start doing. When we hear these agenda items, we're going to take bets on who makes the motion and who seconds it.
6, a
And,
recreation facility.
and there won't be any revenue generated with that new pickleball court tournament that's going to take place in September. And look who they're allowing to sponsor it. FOTAS, the Friends of Alexandria Zoo. You pay money to them to become a member and you go to the zoo free. They don't send any money, FOTAS doesn't, to the city of Alexandria. So they're profiting off of a public facility and they're making money and we're not. That's the good old boy system we have here in Alexandria.
Facilities.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion
I nailed it. 10 points for Mr. Porter.
by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
H, ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 8, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for gas meters and Itron Earth. Madam President, the administration is requesting that this item be delayed for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Move to delay 2 weeks. Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 9, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for fire hydrants and related accessories.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Mr. White.
Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome, sir.
And I just want to wish to every father or future fathers happy Father's Day.
I really wish he would start sticking to the topic. Like, I get free speech and all that, and I don't want that to directly go against what I said earlier, but come on, man. They're talking about fire hydrants, not fathers. Right? I don't know.
Day coming up this Sunday. On the fire hydrants and stuff, which I have one on my property, and I'm so glad I do and everything. The only thing I was worried about, I don't know if y'all saw Save My Louisiana, where they beat back Beaver Lake over there. I was worried about that carbon capture hitting our underwater aquifers, and we'd have acid running through our fire hydrants. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. White. Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed?
Wait a minute. What is he talking about? Anybody?
There's so much discussion about this carbon capture where they drill a well into a particular area of the substrata and inject carbon dioxide. And the concern is that carbon dioxide can migrate through those layers and find its way into a water aquifer, a water reservoir that we drill in and draw water out of. So that's their concern. And if the carbon dioxide gets in there and mixed with some water, and if there's free oxygen, it can form carbonic acid. And so these are all the things they're kind of concerned about. So a lot of people have latched on to that, and they actually bring that up, have town hall meetings on it, all sorts of things. So I think that's what he's referring to.
Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, I get lost sometimes, and I'm thinking that I'm actually quite astute as we've been doing this for a while. But he gets up there and he gets talking about cracking aquifers and all this. I listen. I'm not all the way there yet.
Motion carried.
Number 10, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for clamps and couplings.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 11, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for sulfur dioxide technical grade liquid type 1-ton cylinders for the wastewater department.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 12, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for minimum of 130 passenger trolley.
Second by,
Second.
motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Mr. White,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
you're welcome.
It's good you're getting this trolley and everything. But one of the citizens had reminded me, they say they need some more public transportation. So if we can get some more buses also, that would be a good thing for transportation and everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. White. All in
Now,
favor?
these trolleys, they hardly use it for Alexandria purposes. They actually lend it out to these little small towns for their festivals, like Woodward and Glenmora and what's some of the other, but you know, all of those around Woodward and those places. That's what they, Forest Hill, that's why they got this thing, is to give it to them, to let them use it. And it costs a lot of money to operate. It runs off diesel, and you need a particular operator to drive it. It's just crazy. So they use it for those special events, not really for the citizens of Alexandria.
So they only pull it out. The last time I was on the trolley, that was when we all went to we were riding around going to different sites. I forgot who came in from out of town.
Yeah.
But we all met up at the Fairfield and they had a trolley for us there.
Right.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 13, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a professional services agreement with Ballard CLC Inc. for downtown sidewalk improvements, Phase 1.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome, Mr. White.
Again, it's good that they're putting these sidewalks downtown and everything, but in the lower third area, we need sidewalks. We got the elderly and stuff and kids walking in mud and dirt, and there's no sidewalks down there. And it just would be good if we could get them down there. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 14, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Terracon Consultant for environmental engineering and consulting services.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 15, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Control Devices, Inc. for testing, calibration, and maintenance of substations and the DG Hunter generating station relays, meters, and related equipment.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.
All I'm looking for, if y'all don't mind, if you can answer this, are these smart meters that they want to put all over the place, or you don't know if they're smart meters? Because then you don't need any meter readers or anything if you got the smart meters, and you can just put them off at the utility office. So do you know if these are the smart meters that are coming?
We're not sure.
These are at the generation
Why?
stations where all electricity is made. It's not at the house.
Okay.
These aren't house meters.
It's for DG.
Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 16, to consider final adoption of an ordinance rezoning property located at 202 North 14th Street from a SF2 MHO Single Family Mobile Home Overlay to a MF2 multifamily district to allow for the construction of 4 family housing units.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
I, resolution, public hearing, community development. Number 17, to hold a public hearing to consider condemnation of 25 structures.
I need a motion and second to open the public hearing.
Oh, okay. Well, that was
There's one thing, and because a lot of this other stuff you could fast forward past. But there was a lady, Miss Patricia Nichols, who came forward about about the demolition, and it might be worthwhile to fast forward to that and listen to her plea to the city council.
okay.
Because I'll have some things to remind people about.
Is this it right here?
That's her. No, that's not her, but you could listen to her also.
Okay. Hold on, let me back up a little bit.
Ms. White,
Let us do the meeting, please.
Yes.
Look, I ain't trying to do
It's
that.
okay, it's quiet.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Old single-family mobile home overlay to a MF2 multifamily district to allow for the construction of 4 family housing units.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
I, resolution, public hearing, community development. Number 17, to hold a public hearing to consider condemnation of 25 structures.
I need a motion and second to open the public hearing, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lawberdine, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Public hearing.
Now,
Public hearing is
I
now
don't know if
open.
y'all caught this, but Trey Gist left the meeting. He left the building. But you can best believe he's still going to build them for the duration of the city council meeting, even though he's left.
He's not even there.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. That's all right, sir. It was my fault. I got big feet.
Good evening, Chad Reed with Community Development.
Good afternoon, Sam Giordano for the owners of the properties.
We are asking for combination on 2546 11th Street.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from there? Any-
Ms. White,
Let us do the meeting, please.
Yes.
Look, I ain't trying to do
It's
that.
okay, it's quiet.
Come on.
We got this.
It's all right. Anyone from that resident? Yes.
You gotta get up by the podium.
Maybe we should kind of go over how it works. As we go to each property, they'll introduce the address.
What the Nice, Tavares, be nice. Yes, let's just continue.
And then at that point, we'll ask if there's anyone from that property. And at that time, you can come up to the podium and discuss and bring any of your concerns or your comments before the council.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, 2546 11th Street was the first house on that street, and it was built around, who am I? I'm the daughter. So my father's deceased. So I don't know why they have his name on the paperwork that was sent to somebody else, and she referred it to me. But it's the first house on the street, it's a log cabin house. And I'm wondering why can't it just be regutted and rebuilt instead of being always torn down? Since it was the first house on that street built around some swamp area.
Who's gonna regud it? Who's gonna regud it? And
I have to get a contractor, the one that I talked to, he wanted to charge me $6,000, which I don't have. So I'm in the process of looking for someone else, but I know the city's probably gonna charge me more, which I don't have enough to pay the city. You have anything you want to say to this? This is my daughter. Her name is also on the paperwork.
Oh, my brother had been paying the property taxes on their house. So I was trying to find out like some more information about like property tax and how does that go about him paying the property tax all this time for the house.
And then someone told me that, I'm not calling the name, that property tax that's been paid doesn't even matter. I've been paying property tax since 2018. So will we get reimbursed for those property taxes or what, how does that work? I don't know.
So, okay, so the property tax, so I'm looking at the structure. I got a picture. So you guys gonna take and work on this house?
I'm thinking just trying to get it regutted because the side that burned is wood, but the other side, the flooring is wood, but the other side is concrete. So I'm trying to see if the house can be saved. I mean, can I go in and get somebody to take down the burnt part and just save the other wood part of the house?
No, ma'am, because that's a safety hazard.
Okay, so the house has to be always torn down.
Well,
Yes,
it-
ma'am.
It would all depend on how much money you would willing to spend, and we don't want you to get into, I mean, they say $6,000 to gut it, and then it's gonna have to be rebuilt, so.
Oh, gosh.
As none of his concern. The lady either have the money or not. You don't have
Exactly.
to pry into her first personal financing.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Put a modular home up there. That's what I wanted to do. And it also said, I was told that once the city tears down the house, then they'll put a lien against the property, since I can't pay for that. I mean, that's just a lose-lose situation to me.
Well,
I mean, by being next door, I would think, you have some kind of consideration, and try to help me, do something with the house.
how long the house been like this?
But how long?
For some years, evidently.
Yes, ma'am, it has. It's been empty like that, but the burning, I think, was 3-4 years ago.
And you all never tried to get it remodeled since then? You
No,
want-
I haven't tried to get the house because I was going to think about trying to do some work. I don't know.
So if this property is condemned, you have the option to have it torn down yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
The only way that a lien would be put on the property is if you don't tear it down in that amount of time and the city tears it down, the lien for that amount to tear it down would be put on your property.
Well, okay. But that being said, how much time do I have? Because someone said 60 days, someone saying 90 days, someone saying 100 days. I mean, I don't know.
So this is the way we do it. I mean,
How many days
how
they
many
have?
days could, we usually give 60 days? But I don't
Not if we condemn it.
want to get you tied up with a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. What is he talking about? Why is he in her business like that?
He's a man of the people.
Have
Oh.
no idea.
Is that even in his district?
And he has no clue what he's talking about either. He has no clue.
That must have been what Ms. Dixon was talking about.
Oh, okay. Miss Nichols, 90 days, and they only gave this woman 60. Yeah. Well,
Right.
it's okay.
That one is later on. That's the one I wanted
Okay.
to hear.
Okay.
And if we give you 60 days, is that gonna be enough for you to go ahead and get it and start working? Because we have to see, I don't think, because I'm just looking at the pictures. Forgive me, I did not get a chance to drive by here. But that's damage right there, man. And whoever gave that $6,000 estimate is, unless it's one of your friends, that's a lot of damage. And I don't want you to go into, you have a home that you live in, right?
Sir?
You know what? I always thought that, because what I always noticed, right? This is one of those homes that were burnt down while Reddix was in office. And a lot of those properties were oh, she said, hey y'all, the other lady's story is sad. Okay.
Yeah.
She said that's exactly what she was talking about. Okay. Because I was about to got lost a little second there. But this was during that period where all them houses was burning down. And hers only got partially damaged. So I would definitely want to know more about that.
You secured, you have
Yeah,
a home.
I have, yeah.
Because with the condition of the house, with it being burned as badly as it is burned, not only is it going to be gutted, if it's going to be reused for anything, it's going to require a state licensed
Yes.
electrician, a state licensed plumber. You're going to have to pull a
Well, any reconstruction of that type will require a licensed personnel to be doing. What is he talking about?
Yeah, and he's just going over the requirements for that, what the contractors have to meet to be able to do it.
I mean, oh yeah, okay.
rehab construction permit from construction and development. That contractors are going to fill that out and submit that in with a plan of what it's going to cost to get that up to code before any power is returned or utilities can be returned back to that structure. So you are going to be looking at quite an extensive cost to do that. So when we did the inspections, we were saying that it would be, no, it's not economical to necessarily tear it down, but it's going to be more economical in the long run to demolish that property and then put you something else on that site. So you would come out cheaper in the long run by actually demolishing the structure that's there and then putting there what you want it to on that property.
Okay, I understand what you're saying about demolish the house, but what I'm trying to do, the house can go. I hate to say that, but
Yes.
it's a family house, there's a lot of members to it.
Yeah.
We understand, ma'am.
It's a lot of stuff that was there in the house when they caught the fire. Someone next door was getting high and that house burnt. So about my father's house being as close, it caught a fire. But it has a lot of personal stuff in the house that I would like to have saved. But like I said, it's the first house on the street.
So here's the question. You say you have a lot of personal stuff inside the house. It wasn't damaged during the fire?
Not that I know. We have photo albums up in there. I mean, yes, it's probably smoked, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. So if we give you 30 days to get your personal stuff out the house,
okay,
would that help you in some?
I mean, I'm not a, but why would she start at 30? Give the lady 60 days. It's not like it's, you know what? I may be just being a contrarian at this point because I really don't, her ideas seem a little disingenuous. And so when she talks, it gives me the ick of disingenuosity, if that is a word.
Some kind of way.
Help some kind of way. Okay, go ahead.
And then allow the city to go ahead and demolish the house?
But the lien would still be put against the property, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's always just, I don't know.
Save the property, you know what I'm saying? I don't want the lien, I don't want to lose the property. You know, I would like to put something in there or something, you know, just a memory of my father. You know, I don't want to lose everything.
But okay, so she don't understand that if they demolish the property, it's going to have a lien on it and she's gonna have to pay in order to get it.
That's not the point. It's the point of she can do the demolition herself. Their first option is to get the city to do it. So she would be in debt to the city. Because if the city does it, they will put a lien on the house.
They're gonna put a lien on it. That's what I'm saying. So
the city would eventually own that property.
yes, exactly.
And that's Cynthia's go-to move as opposed to allowing that. Because the only reason I'm bringing any of this up is because if that lady was white, we wouldn't be having this conversation in this manner. Even if she didn't have a penny to her name, they would be rolling out the red carpet and trying to figure out how she could save her home and all the other things. And they would give her an opportunity but because I feel, and this is just me, I feel, and apparently other people do too, right? You know what I mean? I feel that it's just, you know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just, you can sense the air of fakeness. And that's what I'm trying to sharpen my skills on identifying when we first hear it, is when people are playing in our face. And we've caught her playing in our face before, and I'm on high alert about some of the stuff she does. And maybe it's just me, but I'll continue.
She just said she didn't have the money to do that. She wasn't financially able.
Miss, what is your name again, please?
Deborah Anderson.
Miss Anderson. It says Ruth Davis.
Ruff Golf.
Ruff, here's my enunciation. Ruff Davis Golf. Have your family, are you the only surviving spouse to your father?
Yes, sir. I am.
So did y'all do a succession? Do you have any family members come in with you to help?
That's where the problem came in. My father willed the house to my daughter.
Okay.
My son and my daughter was bickering over the house. So she never did a recession through never did a recession through the house. That's where the whole problem came in. So that's why the house was sitting there. Even though my son was paying taxes on it, no one was actually living in the house. I mean, he would go there every once in a while and stay. But as far as someone living, you know, we would stay overnight, but we wouldn't actually living in the house. But he was. But he's in jail.
Is your son here locally?
He's in jail.
Oh, he's incarcerated.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay. All right, thank you. I want that clarity for myself, where you stood with family, heirs, and 'cause I'm reading one name, but your name is the person, but your son is the heir by the will to him.
You know what, y'all? Let me explain. Can I say something real quick? We talked about this long time ago when we talk about property and family dynamics, the whole 9 yards. People do not realize how this right here should be able to wake people up. If anybody else is watching this, her story alone You guys have to understand when you have property and how, if you want that property to stay in the family, you have to make sure everybody is on board, because this, what she's saying, is kind of like a mess. And because grandpa's no longer here, I mean, think about it. You can't do nothing about it. And if it's sitting in probate or succession or whatever it's in, because we don't take time out, and I'm not saying we in a sense, we have to understand having property, and you, when you call yourself trying to send it down to the next family member, we can't holler about buying a house when we don't even understand how to maintain the house. You understand what I'm saying? When we talk about the quote unquote American dream, we can't talk about that unless we know the legal ramifications of how an inheritance work, how wills work, how trust work. All those things have to play a part when you're talking about family and handing down property and handing down anything. We don't even understand that. We don't get it. And we get frustrated because we don't understand the legal ease. And so we don't work on it. So this situation like this happens. And if you don't have money, that's why it's so important for family members, whenever someone's giving you something, to have money. Okay? Because when something is handed down, it's not free and clear. You still have to pay property taxes on that piece of land or that piece of property. And if you don't pay property taxes on it and you let the taxes go, that house belongs to the state. I mean, to the parish or county or wherever you live at. So what was the use of mom and dad working all their lives to leave you something when you don't even have a job? You don't have anything to maintain the house. Why leave a house to somebody who can't even afford to take care of it? It doesn't make any sense. So that's why a lot of property, Alexandra has a lot of property up under their belt. And I guarantee you, her story is just one of the many. You can't even afford to maintain it. Nobody, and I'm not blaming anybody. I'm looking at the ideal of when we want to talk about property, what it takes to maintain that property even after your parents are gone. You can't holler you got a house and you don't have a job because you got to maintain it. You might not have to pay the mortgage anymore. It's paid or it's done with, but you still got to keep them property taxes up. And people don't understand, especially if you have city taxes and parish taxes or county taxes, you got to make sure you pay that every month. I mean, every year. You got to have some type of money where so you can't just live somewhere free and not pay for anything. You got to have something coming in. And we don't get that. That's how we lose a lot of our property. Lack of knowledge. And then you fighting with your brothers and sisters over stuff because nobody cleared it out from the get-go. So just imagine how many more stories like that in them 1,400 pieces of land that the pieces of property that the city owns. That's just one of the many stories, because we do not take time out to understand what it is to maintain a property. So again, how are we telling people, encouraging them to get houses when they don't even know how to hand that house down to the children when the time comes? They don't know how to do it. You know? And that's something that has to be laid out. So we can't always get mad at external stuff when the internal stuff is not being maintained. I yield back.
Our people just don't have that knowledge, the knowledge of the laws, the knowledge of how real estate works, a trust, a will, probate court, estate planning. Our folks just don't have that knowledge. Now, what really is a sad situation, this is very common. When I was on the city council, for 4 years, we had so many of these type issues come before us. For the Black community, still to this day, the single most way that Black families can create generational wealth is through home ownership. And as you pointed out, if the grandparents purchase a home, pay it off, but they're not familiar with a will, estate planning, a trust, or just transferring the title, because there's so many properties where someone's paying the property tax, but the title has never been transferred. So the city end up with the property anyway. A lot of the property we're talking about in the case of this lady, it's if someone was actually living there, it would come under a homestead exemption, okay? Because it's less than $55,000, the value.
Yes,
So
exactly.
they would not be paying state property taxes on it. They'll only be paying city and parish. But unfortunately, our people are not familiar with that. We don't really have that knowledge of finance, of real estate, of the legal laws that apply in this case. We don't understand the probate court. There's so much information our folks are lacking. And this is a very common story. And it would help those folks to do that. Now, the contractors that the city of Alexandria has for this, they go out and they'll knock down one of these little row houses for $13,000, $15,000. So a property that's actually only valued at $5,000 now get a $15,000 lien tacked onto it. So now the property is not worth it at all. And that's why the city continued to hold on and own this property, because who's going to come and pay $15,000, $20,000 for property that only has a market value of $3,000 to $5,000? Folks not going to do it unless there's some extenuating circumstances there. So this is an issue, and we're starting to see generational wealth that was created for Black families in the 1950s and 60s. Now we're starting to see that go away, falling back into the hands of a city or other people that's looking to capitalize on property. But that's unfortunate. But I don't want to delay us, because when we get to Miss Patricia Nichols, I want to make some commentary on that as well.
Tavares, where you at? He ain't on here.
Oh,
He
he's
left.
gone. He's gone?
Yeah, he came off. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Keep talking.
All right. So look, one thing I wanted to remind people of, this was a few years ago, maybe about 6, 7 years ago. The city of Alexandria gave LSUA $180,000 to demolish that old building that was used as like a laboratory that was downtown, real close to I-49, about 3 or 4 blocks away from it, but in the downtown area. So the city gave them $180,000 to demolish it. Now, the problem with that is that's taxpayers' money. LSUA is funded by the state. We gave them that money, but yet we come back to people like this lady and the lady, Miss Patricia Nichols, and we're not looking to try and help them at all. But yet we gave $180,000 to LSUA to demolish an old building they owned and they were not using anymore. But we can't do things like that for people that are really under a hardship, you know?
Isn't that something?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, because I don't want business owners who own a hotel and no longer want it, and we go tear that down for them. I don't want that kind of nonsense taking place with taxpayers' money. But the thing is, in the case of a severe hardship, we should be able to do something, especially if the city can find at the drop of a hat $180,000 to give to LSUA. LSUA should have gotten that money from the state, the LSU system, and demolished that building. That was their building, and they were responsible for it, or should have been, not the city of Alexandria. But yet we can do that for people like that or institutions like that, but we cannot help our own people who truly need help. Now, I know that opens the door where a lot of people would be trying to, instead of them demolishing their own property, get the city to do it. Well, you did it for this person, but we could establish some very specific criteria that would assist in some cases like this.
Exactly.
But we can move. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, I totally agree with that. We find money for everything else. Always, but it's never the citizens.
Right. That's right.
Are you there, Tavares? I know he said he was trying to get back on. I don't know if it's storming where he at, because he said the internet went down.
Well, he's on, but he's on mute.
Yeah. Well, he needs to say something.
Okay, guys, I apologize. The Wi-Fi, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
hear you.
Okay, so the Wi-Fi is just not that great. I don't. Ms. McCall, can you do the stream? Can you do the restream?
Let me see. Hold up. In 1 second here.
Because I might have to drop out. Yeah, they're having an internet outage over here. It just went down all of a sudden.
Hold up. Okay.
But the other thing I wanted to mention too, for this lady that we just listened to, she did mention that this house had burned 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The son who the house was left to, so apparently the lady next to her is the son's daughter, and they've been paying the property tax. But the problem is, once it burned, it goes to the top of the list for demolition in the city of Alexandria criteria. So, and if it had burned 4 years ago, they really have been, they've really been lucky that it hadn't already been demolished, you know.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hold up. Let me find the
Yeah,
city
yeah.
council meeting. Let me find the city council meeting.
Yeah, Ms. Dixon asked, can we talk about the sandbags? And,
Okay, so I'm gonna drop out because this is
Give me a second, y'all. Mm. Yeah, it's kind of acting slow for some reason. Let's see here, council meetings. City of Alexandria. Okay. The one for today, yeah. Okay. Property zoning committee. Let's go. Where did you leave off at, Tavares? Oh, he left out of here.
it'll probably be past the 5:30 mark.
5:30. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, or
Um.
past the 30-minute mark of the actual
32.
city council meeting.
Okay. Now, where did you leave off at, Tavares? Come on, stop acting crazy. Okay. Okay. Let me go back over here. Okay. I'm going to share the screen real quick. 5332. Okay, let me try it. Okay. 5332.
Taxes,
Okay.
that's gone.
I went too
I
far.
don't want to.
There we
The city
go.
isn't going to immediately seize the property,
Okay,
ownership-wise.
okay, but let me ask you this. I was told that the taxes that was paid throughout the year was none and void. It doesn't matter. So is that true or no? Because you've been paying taxes on this since 2018.
It is a separate issue.
Oh. Yeah.
Taxes are taxes, that's gone. I don't want to, I understand, believe me, but I don't want you to get caught up with all this money you got to spend.
Right.
I suggest that we give her some time to get all her, you go in and get all your errands, get everything out of there. And, let the city, because it's cheaper, because if you try to get somebody to tear it down, it can cost you way more than worth. I mean,
She will have, if it is condemned tonight, that she would have 30 days before any work would get started on the property, that she would have time to remove any belongings inside the structure that she would want to move out of. She would have that 30 days before we start if you condemn the structure tonight.
So, Ms. Anderson, if we give you 30 days to get your personal belonging out with, because that seemed like the only thing that we can do for you at this point, because the structure of the house is in such a bad way. I just don't see any, even if you were to gut it out and try to repair it, I don't think that will work.
Okay, when the lien be put on the house, is there any way I could get it back once the lien is put on the house?
Yes, but the ownership would stay with whomever the ownership currently is.
You still will have the house. You still will own the property.
It will need to be paid before the taxes can be paid. So that's going to be the problem, is it will show up on the tax bill. But it's not, the ownership's not going to change unless there's some tax issues later.
Okay, so the house is in my father's name. He's deceased, so how does that work?
You need to do succession, one thing.
Mr. Malcolm,
You need to do a succession.
I'm trying to call you.
It's called making an appointment.
Let me Dan out.
Okay. It's called making an appointment.
So we're gonna
We can
give
talk
you the
about
30
it.
days to get the items out the house, and after that, the house will be demolished.
So just call my office, set up an appointment. We'll talk it over.
So you do understand, you would still, if the city, if they tear down, you still can tear down the property yourself If the city does tear it down and a lien's put against the property, it's still your property. You just
Y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm about to say something that's very nice, not nice. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's in my in my spirit. Y'all, you know, it just came to my mind. I'm evil. I'm just gonna say it. I'm straight evil. You know the Oompa Loompas, hun.
From Willy Wonka. You know, but why are they dancing around the issue? They want to say, well, you still own the property. So Vallard, Felter, and the other white guy sitting next to Goins and Caffrey. They're not answering the question. They say, well, you're going to still own the property.
Yeah.
The answer is for you to get full title and ownership of the property back from the city, you must pay all of the lien.
Yep.
So if it's a $15,000 lien, the only way you get that property back is if you pay the city back that $15,000.
$15,000. Yeah, that's what needs to be said.
And
Exactly.
none of them are saying that. They say, well, you still own the property. Vallard said that. Felter said that. The other white guy, I don't know his name, saying that. They're not being straightforward and honest and transparent with the people.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to say, look, it's in the city's possession, and the only way you get it back is if you pay us $15,000, then you get your property back.
Exactly. Exactly.
just have to pay the lien
And the tax with the tax.
before you can pay the taxes to, you know.
And she stated she wasn't financially able to,
Right.
have the house torn down. So we're gonna do the 30 days for you to get the personal belongings out.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Condemn.
They have to vote.
Put the document
vote.
30 days.
We gotta vote.
Get a motion, we need a motion.
30 days?
It's, no, it's automatically condemned.
Yeah, for
You give
30
them
days.
Anyway. After you condemn.
Need a motion to get, to receive the 30 days.
I'll make a motion.
And second,
Second.
motion from Councilman Lawberdane and second by Councilman Johnson.
To give them 30 days? It's not an extension 30 days. They already have, once we condemn it, they already have 30 days after the condemnation to be able to.
Well, I want to give them 30 more days.
That's an extension.
I want to give them an extension.
We can give them 30 days. We'll give them
We
extension.
give them an extension.
So they give her 60 days.
Yeah, we give them an extension.
Ms. Anderson, we're gonna give you 60 days to get your personal belonging out. And after the 60 days, we'll condemn the house.
Okay, but
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Since it's in my daughter's name with the property, how does that work? I mean, it's a mess up this, because with Wilson, my son's paying taxes. So when the taxes come, which I've been paying for my son, I've paid the whole bill at one time, right?
Dan, you can.
Just call my office for an appointment, and I'll talk to you in more detail about it, okay?
Now, to be honest with you, our black attorneys, to be honest with you
You're
guys,
welcome.
our black attorneys should be keeping people abreast on these laws.
60 days.
I'm just saying.
We understand.
Okay.
We are asking for condemnation. Thank you.
All right, just give her the extension.
So we're doing a 60-day continuance?
Yes.
No. 30.
No.
30 days.
30 days continuance?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
but they're giving her 60 days to get this.
She'll have to,
Right.
it'll come
All
back,
right.
it will come back up before you guys. You'll have to condemn it.
That's
after
fine.
that delay.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Can we condemn it tonight and then just give her an additional 30 days in that way? I just don't know legally what,
I don't have an issue with that. Generally, whenever you guys condemn a property, we have to notify the contractors, and that puts them on 30-day notice. That gives us time to send notice to the owners, and that gives that 30 days for them to opt to demolish or remove any belongings out of the property.
so what would be better?
Let it come back. Let it come back.
Come back.
You gotta come back.
I'm thinking that'd be best.
We'll let it come back then.
To answer the legal question, the council can set any delay it likes and how long the city has, or how long the person has it to tear it down before the city does it.
Right.
That is something that can be put in the resolution
Okay,
under state law, but y'all's typical procedure is to have it come back up.
okay.
Okay.
So what date will it come back up?
60 days from today.
All right.
30 days.
What,
30
30
days.
30 days.
All right.
They confused me, Mr. Porter. I'm
Yes.
confused.
Alrighty.
They are. You see, they just voted for
A motion.
an
already.
extension,
We got to do it.
Okay,
right?
motion.
Uh-huh.
All in favor? It's a motion already on.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Okay, so the condemnation automatically carries a 30-day period.
Okay.
And what they had just made a motion and second was to add a 30-day extension to that period. And then Felter say, well, can we go ahead and just condemn it tonight? And what they were voting on was we are going to give a 60-day extension and we will vote 60 days
later
on whether or not to approve condemnation of this structure.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, they right now they are really confused. So they're trying to sort this out.
That's why they need classes before you get on the city council. I'm just saying.
Yes, right. And they need to read the charter, is what they need to do.
Exactly.
Okay, I thought so.
Public comments? Yes, anytime that you're taking action on an item, there must be public comments.
Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
2417 13th Street, we're asking for condemnation.
What is it?
Okay, this is the lady I wanted
Hello,
to
I'm Patricia
listen to.
Nichols, and I have tried to the process of tearing it down. And I've been beat out my money 4 or 5 times. I did it myself. I have no family. I stand on my own, me and my daughter. Miss Pat worked with me as much as she can. During that time, I lost my brother. I had to bury him, and I'm in a custody case. All at the same time, I have this going on. It's only 3 of us live down there. I've been down there all my life, and it means something to me. And I've tried to tear it down, ma'am. And it's not bothering nobody. Half of it is gone already. You understand me? By me being on my own with no one to go to, I tried it, and I got beat out my money. So now I want to know, what can I do? Because I owe nothing on it but my taxes. That's it. And when I did agree to let them come pick something up out the front of the yard, my house is next door. They took and pulled the wires down. I have pictures of it. They pulled the house where me and my child was set up in there. I didn't have internet for a whole week. Didn't want anyone say anything about it or nothing else. So this is where I'm at right now. But I have tried. And I have been beat out of $5,000 trying to do this on my own. So, and I have papers where it was misnamed Patricia Newcomb. I am not Patricia Newcomb. My name is Patricia Nichols. It was sent. Then how do you send mail to dead people that's deceased? Tell me that. How do I receive that when I have papers saying that I'm the pre-owner and you sending the mail to dead people? How am I supposed to receive that?
Did it come to, what address did it come to, Ms. Nichols?
2417 13th Street. I live at 2415 13th Street. And this says Patricia Newcomb. This is not my name. I'm Patricia Nichols. Yes, ma'am. didn't have names under here, not supposed to be under here. I mean, everything's just messed up.
When we do the ownership traces, we do the names that are pulled using the system that we have to
Can
pull
I
up
get
the
that,
names.
please? No, sir. No, you-
Well, let's talk about the property.
Yes. we
Let's
pulled
just-
up-
no, sir. They did, sir.
We pulled up the tax assessors page is what
Okay.
we start with. And if the person that's deceased, if the only address that we can locate for that person, we still send to that address. So we're trying to notify anyone that has owned that property or is possibly an heir succession or has even paid their property taxes on the structure.
Sir, I have been up there since then, sir. No, sir. I have my stuff in black and white, boo.
So, Ms.
I know
Nichols,
you've made more than
Let's
one
get to
trip
the-
the office.
Okay,
And I
okay.
know that we extended your permit multiple times.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
I completely understand that.
Yes, you did.
how many times did we extend that?
4 times,
At least 4 times for her.
Four.
Extended it.
And we didn't
4
get
times. And like I say, I've got beat out my money, man.
each time, 4
Yes, ma'am.
times.
I've got beat. Yes, ma'am. I've got beat. And like I said, it's only 3 of us live back there. The front, who is it, Bob? It's not a danger to anyone.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. That's why we,
Okay, okay.
that's why we
Okay,
condemn
but
them.
I refuse to let y'all take it. Let me tell you something. I don't mind y'all tearing it down, but my problem is y'all want all y'all money back at one time. Y'all won't even give a poor person a chance to even pay a monthly payment till they get it back. Do you think that's right and fair? You want them to come up with all that at one time? I don't have it like y'all got it. And like I said, I'm in the custody case, man.
Ma'am, let me,
You know,
so I see what you were saying.
and it means something to me.
Tell him to
It's
be
my
quiet.
money working and working hard for that. It might not mean nothing to y'all because it's in the hood or whatever, but it means something to me. It has value.
And we understand that, Ms. Nichols. I definitely understand.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Okay.
what
okay.
is it? I mean, you don't want the house demolished. So
Yes,
what?
I do,
It's already demolished.
ma'am.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I've started, ma'am. I got beat here. I got beat
So,
out my money.
okay, you told me that part. So,
Yes, ma'am. Half of the house is gone.
okay, so what do you want to do with the other half of
I'm
it?
gonna tear it down.
When you gonna tear
Well,
it down?
as soon as I can, ma'am, I'm in the custody case right now. All I'm asking for is some time, but I cannot. If I let y'all do this, that means you own me. To me, you own me. Because I can't come up with no $4,000 to pay y'all. And that's the way I feel about it. Why y'all won't let me do a monthly payment or something?
That,
Why that can't be? Why? Why you have to have it all at
that's
one
not
time?
our decision,
We are
Ms.
trying to work with,
Nichols.
I haven't got a word in yet.
Okay.
So I'm looking,
Well, sir, I'm just trying to tell my story.
well, let me try to help you,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
Okay. So you already tore down half of it, right?
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
this is tore down. So
Yes, sir, I'm trying.
if we give you 90 days, you the other half tore down yourself,
Yes.
let us work with you,
Okay.
okay? Because there's people gonna beat you out of every time.
Well, I
So
got
let's-
smarter since then. sir.
Let's work on extension to you.
Okay.
You clean up. So if we give you extension,
Yes, sir.
could you get the rest of it clean, tore down? Because I don't see anything here but rubble. So you want an extension? How about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Give me a chance, sir. That's what I'm asking.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Because all
You're
this
just-
is wrong.
Madam President, Ms. Nichols, may I ask the 5,000 that you paid,
Yes, sir.
that's gone. But the person that you paid that to, have you tried to take them to court to regain your money?
No, sir. I don't even know where to find him at. I had one person, his name was Mr. Billy. Then I had somebody else, sir, to try to come pull it off. And they beat me, you know. And that's where it went, sir.
Well, I'm
And
glad
then,
to
like
see,
I said, I had to stop, bury my brother. Then I had this child here in her custody the case that she got going back and forth to Mississippi. So it's been rough on me, sir.
Yes.
And I'm trying.
Well, I certainly
And I'm
understand,
by
Ms. Nichols.
myself.
Ms. Nichols, I certainly understand. My concern was, you said you learned the process about not paying before your service is rendered. So in the future, from now on, make sure you have a contract or not pay anybody any money until you see the final product given to you. And I hate that you lost $5,000 in this situation. People will beat you.
But sir, when
People
you
will
by
beat you.
yourself and all your family members dead and gone, you don't have nobody, what can you do? You do the best you can.
So this is what we're gonna do. Give me some more
You
time.
know, and that's where I'm at.
We're gonna give you 60 days.
So it'll be 90 days, come on, we're gonna extend 6 more days, so they give you 90 days.
And this will be your fifth extension, Dan?
And that's fair.
Yeah, where the extension was on her permit, when she came in full, the owner demo permit is good for 30 days. She came back and was making progress.
Yeah, so you-
We gave an extension for that one.
So you
That
have been trying.
expired. We gave her a
Yes, sir,
third
I've been
extension, then we gave
We
her
can
the
see,
fourth
I can hear you, you've been trying.
Just keep chewing on it.
Trying.
So you got 60 days, Ms.
So
Nichols,
that's you
Okay.
to get it down, okay?
Okay? So give it 90 days.
certification.
Yeah, that would be nice. You're right, Miss Linda.
Yes. You gonna be all right?
We're gonna give you 60 days, Ms. Nichols.
I ain't no other choice. Just up to all my check and get it done. Cause I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
If that mean I have, it just mean what it means. But I'm determined to keep it and do whatever I have to do.
I need a motion, please.
You know what I don't like about this, y'all? I'm sorry. To me, this is how I see it. And please, you know, you have your opinion, everybody. This to me is sort of like a humiliation thing to me. I'm humiliated. If she's not, I am. Because one thing I do not like to do is cry in front of a bunch of white folks. Okay? And I understand her situation. I get it. But to me, this is sort of like humiliation because nobody can afford to do the things that they need to maintain their home. That's why I say what I said earlier. We don't get it. We don't understand not having that education that's important. You know what I'm saying? So to me, as a black woman sitting here watching this lady beg these people sitting here to keep them from tearing down her house, it's doing something to me. I'm just saying. That's just me personally.
By any means necessary.
Yes.
Second.
We got you.
We got your motion by Councilman Valor, second by Councilman Green.
Keep on driving, ma'am. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I make one comment? For,
Yes.
Ms. Nichols?
Ms. Nichols.
Come on back here.
If you come back up and see me or Ms. Pat again,
Yes,
we
sir.
can give you a list of contractors that we currently use or have used in the past that are registered with the city. Again, it's not saying you have to use any of those people on that list.
Sure, I don't have no $4,000-5,000 more dollars for
No.
that.
I was just trying to
Okay.
give you
Trying to
a
help
list
you.
of
Yes, sir.
contractors that
I
can help you with
understand.
starting
I understand. But everything you got is $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Okay, I just want to let you know it was available.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
What we at?
Motion.
We're doing that part.
Well, we're voting for.
60-day extension.
60-day extension. The motion was made by,
Mr. Valor, second by,
Mr. Green.
okay,
comment.
discussion, public comments, all in favor?
Motion.
Motion carried.
3024 3rd Street, A and B. We're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here to represent that address?
Move.
Second. Moved by Councilman Valor, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Pieces of property owned now, Mr. Porter, do you know?
Yeah, they got a few more to go. You could actually.
No. I'm talking about how much property do they own?
That the city?
Yeah, now.
I think it's somewhere between 1,600 and 1,800 properties.
That's
It's closer to 1,800. And that was
Wow.
about 2 years ago.
So you know it's probably went up,
Yes, yes.
increased.
2721 Nice Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from that address? A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
2463 Alma Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard,
Where is it at?
Served and notified.
Ain't it still showing?
anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
2904 Cypress Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
I want to comment on that one. Contractor called and they asking for extension of 60 days. They already are in the process of, we got a contractor, they are in the process of boarding it up. So they called right before the meeting, they couldn't make it here, so they asked me for a 6-day extension.
Are they boarding it up and then demolishing it?
Nothing, board up, fix the contract.
Oh,
Was that,
So.
isn't that one burned?
That thing.
That
This
one's
is what the
burned pretty
contractor
bad.
said. They want 60 days. They already got a contractor called me himself. So let's give them.
have they secured any permits? from the city?
I haven't seen one, no.
Do you mind letting us know who the contractor is? We can reach out.
CNR Construction. Okay.
All right, so we delayed it for 60 days?
Yes.
Giving it 60 days.
All right.
Motion for 60 days.
Move.
Move.
Motion by Councilwoman Felter, second by Councilman Lawberdane. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
1617 A through D Hickory, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from that address here? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2064 O Houston Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Lawberdane. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
2912 Houston Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
3225 Laurel Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Is anyone here from Laurel Street? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public discussion.
I have just a comment on this property. A resident from this street reached out recently, just with issues, safety and different things. So I think this will be a good thing to help out with that. And Safe Alex and other departments are on that area to kind of clean it up. So,
So that one.
It's just.
no,
gonna
they're
give-
just in favor of it.
Yeah,
getting
because
cleaned.
that person also said that they had homeless people
Yeah.
dwelling at a house as well.
Okay.
So we're good on this one.
Yeah, the neighbors are in support of this for sure.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
334 Leonard, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
3816 Lincoln Road, we're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2912 Los Angeles Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here,
Owners have been properly served and
anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilman Lawberdane. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1134 Magnolia Street, we're asking for condemnation.
owners have been properly served and
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Anyone here from that address? I'm sorry. Okay. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
2611 Mason Street, we're asking for condemnation.
parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
3008 Monroe Street, we're asking for condemnation.
No notice, no service.
Which one?
3008 Monroe.
I don't,
No, no.
Typically you say.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Motion.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lawberdane, second by Councilman Lloyd. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
Hey, Mr. Porter, do you remember that lady who they tore down her house by accident?
Yeah, I do. I remember that situation. Yes.
What happened to that?
Nothing. Jonathan Goins refused to reimburse that lady. They have not lifted the lien, but they had condemned her property. She had 30 days, but when the city awarded it to a contractor, the contractor went right out and tore it down.
Oh.
She had relatives coming in from California who were going to move stuff out of the house and start working on tearing it down.
Wow.
It was a row house, but
Yeah.
she didn't even get that opportunity. By the time these folks arrived from California, within the 30 days, the house was already demolished.
I remember that.
And she got no compensation for that whatsoever. And the thing is, the woman who they did that to, I don't know if she was related to Jonathan Goins, but as a child, Jonathan Goins spent a lot of time at that lady's house. I don't know if the lady babysat him or if she was actually a relative or what the situation was, but he had no consideration for that woman at all.
That's sad.
3520 Queens Court, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
There we go.
Anyone from that address present? Queens Court.
Good evening, Madam President, Council, City staff. Well, I guess I can answer any questions. I don't know if you want me to answer questions or whatever. I'm just been kind of looking at your meeting, how it's going and things like that. So that property is my grandparents. So my mother and my aunt is here.
Okay.
We live in Texas. My grandfather passed away in the early 90s. We ain't been back. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like people that leave. Once people die, we moved away from here when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? We moved to Texas. So my grandfather was still here. Once he passed away, after my grandmother passed, he passed away and then we just left. Like most people in most cities, when persons leave, they don't go back. Properties become abandoned. Property become, in the array of what they are. When I looked at that neighborhood, when we rode through that today, and I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like just everybody's left. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's left. The people that's still there are some of the people that was there when my grandparents lived there. And I'm sure they're much older now. So that whole neighborhood is just basically being done. I could see a lot of vision for it if there was young people that came in or any type of people that came in and want to revitalize that neighborhood, because it is a lot of things. What happened with that property with my grandparents when we ran 49 corridor through there? It took half of their property, you know what I'm saying, through eminent domain. So even in that property, in that port, my grandfather, again, they didn't have what they had. That was their homestead. That's where my aunt grew up and all of those things. So at this point, we're at the point where we got the letter. My mother and them, I was telling them, yeah, hey, let them take it, because I understand. I'm very involved in my city in all of these things that go on like this. So we looked at it.
Salater?
My mom, she's older, my aunt, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, we got to go and see. I'm
Yeah,
just the driver.
it's
So
probably
I'm
messing up.
Let's go down here. So you guys.
You the
see
driver and the spokesperson.
The driver and the spokesperson. So let's see how this is going to work so they can see and they can understand. Understand the demolition thing and all of those things and how it is. And I was explaining to my aunt, they're going to put a lien on the property. Y'all want to keep it, if you sell it, you're going to pay the lien back. Again, all of those things, we understand that process. At this point, I met this young lady in the restaurant, went to use the restroom while we were waiting to come in this meeting. And I was like, hey, I'm here. We just talk. I don't know how we got to the point. I'm here. We're going to this meeting because they want to take this property. She's like, oh, I want it. You can have it. This is where we are,
I love
honestly,
it.
in this sense. We're going to allow her to have this property. Now, what I told her, and I don't know how you guys want to do this. We know it has to be torn down. I told her is a house on the property. The property has to be torn down. We're not coming back here. My mother is 80-something years old. I left here when I was 13. I've been here for business a few times, in and out of the city, ride by, see, and those things. Yes, sir.
Okay, if you want to donate or sell the property and your grandfather's deceased, you tell me, correct?
Yes.
And it was titled in his name?
We already done. I got you, brother. I understand. Yes, sir.
Succession needs to be done. before
Yes, sir.
You can convey the property.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. We understand how the process works. At the
My
end,
suggestion would be is you found some way to tear the property down yourselves. You could probably do it a lot cheaper than we would do it and get the succession done, and then you'd be in a possession to sell or donate the property to the young lady.
I understand. And I totally get that. But this is what I'm just saying to you all, because honestly, at the end, I'm not trying to be funny. It don't matter to us. We good. Either way it goes. I'm just trying to basically bless someone. And I understand my grandfather died without a will. You see what I'm saying? So when my grandfather died without a will, we ought to understand a state thing. I'm in the funeral business. I deal with this every day. You know what I'm saying? When people dying with no wills, you got to probate it. You got to get an attorney. We have all of those things set in place. So we kind of understand the
Did
process.
I just talk
So I was
about
trying
that
to understand
earlier?
the stuff my mother knew.
Yes.
Again, so we understand that process, but we're just trying to, yes, sir. Yeah.
I want to get up there too. You want to come up there too?
So we're not trying to stick her with nothing.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So understand that, and I want her to understand, because she can tell you I was texting her doing this. She probably never. I don't know if she comes to city council meetings, but again, I'm like, hey, this is a prime opportunity for her to come to the city council meeting and see what happens, because we have our city council meeting today in the evening like this. When I took pictures, because it was like when I get back, I'm gonna tell my constituents and our council. We ain't the only ones that don't have a good turnout at city council meeting. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it's in the evening, when we say that people should come because everybody's working in the day. Ours is 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoons. Everybody's at work. Worst time to have a meeting. But when you're having it in the evening, people should come. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we had ours in the meeting. My mom goes all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because we're very involved, as I said. But nobody was coming. I was like, this is worse than us. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? But yes, ma'am. No. It's real. I'm just about it.
Yes.
So you're gonna take over the property.
So my name is Sheena Norris,
She
and I
hasn't
would love
looked
to
at it
take
yet,
over.
so don't say, baby, you won't take over yet, because you gotta
I
look at.
looked on Google.
Okay.
I looked on Google. Me and my husband, we're actually in the process of looking for a home and possibly some land. He's a veteran, so of course we have help from the VA.
Okay.
So when I met this gentleman today, I was very excited. I know it might be a lot to take on, but I'm pretty sure we can handle it. I'm not sure of the steps that we should have to go through to actually get to the point of having the deed in our hands and, turn it over to make something great out of it. But I feel like, us and our family, we could do something great with it.
Okay, so I'm like, so if they want to do the date, the succession, everything, so how long would that take? How long should we give them on that? So.
Well, we've been giving everybody
No, we
else.
never did. This is something new.
Well, I mean, at least 60 to 90 days. If there's a succession needs to be done,
Okay.
that won't take too long, but the issue is to keep her from being stuck with something, the house is going to have to be raised. So y'all going to have to figure out who's going to bear that cost.
Okay.
Because if the city bears it, it's going to be a little bit more than what.
Okay.
We don't want the city to bear.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta work that out.
$5,000-$6,000, and you might be able to get someone to do it for $3,000.
Yeah.
So
we
we
gonna
give
give
them
it
60
thinking the
days.
same
60
thing.
day extension.
So
Would 60 days be feasible for you all to
Yes,
What y'all
to
think?
tear it down, to have it torn down?
yes.
Okay.
90 days, maybe 90 days, 60 days might be a little,
And so,
But here's the deal,
but they can come
But
back.
to answer the question though, we'll give you 60 days, come back in 60 days, let us know where you are in the process.
Right.
okay,
If you're making some progress, this board may be inclined to give you some more time.
okay.
So my suggestion is.
So 90
No,
days
so
out the
give-
question?
no,
Well,
No.
use your,
Yeah.
use your time wisely and give us a progress report, showing us an update.
Okay.
That man, and after you get the.
So the 60 days gonna go back to you.
Permit to have it torn down.
We'll do our part.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we'll do
Yeah.
our part to get that part of it done.
This is crazy.
We can have, just,
This is crazy.
just to remind council that the focus of this is the removal of the structure from the property, not the sale of the property.
We got that, bro. We got that.
So in that time frame, the structure will still be on the property.
Yes.
So.
We're mindful of that.
Just be mindful of that.
We are mindful of that. So you got some work to do.
And I didn't get your name.
My name is LaShawn Proctor.
Right. You live, where you live at?
We live in Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont?
Yeah.
That's not too far from you. Come to do it. I can-
Shut up.
We
Go eat the raw onion.
Okay,
60 days, motion second.
Yeah.
60
He
days.
doesn't contribute anything to the conversation.
Zero. Zero.
Motion by Councilman Lawberdane, second by Councilman Green.
Is it?
Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he doesn't contribute anything of value to the discussion. He's just talking to be talking.
1411 South Harvard Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Ownership and
Yep.
property served and
Anyone here from that address? You are Mr.
Lorenzo Davis Senior. My wife called me at a meeting and told me that this property was being put for condemnation. I immediately called the owner, a young man that I know very well. I'm a minister at the church next door. That's Mount Pisgah. And we've been talking to him about buying it. The pastor has. And when I called him, I said, where are we in the process? It's up for condemnation with the city council. Can you make the meeting? He says, no, I'm in bed with the flu, Brother Davis. I said, so you got the letter? He said, yeah. He said, me and the pastor are working on it. I said, no, we can get it worked out. So now I'm involved. We're going to buy the property. And I don't know how long it's going to take him to get his process together. We already talked the numbers, and then we're going to demolish the property. I have one of my contractors tell about it now. So I need the 60-day extension so I can get the sale done, process of the sale, and have my guys tear it down. So if any permits are needed, whatever, my contractors will contact the city. Any questions?
No, sir, you said you're gonna tear it down.
I moved for 60 days.
Second,
Well, make a comment whenever it's appropriate.
any second, please. You're welcome. Motion by Councilman Lord, second by Councilman Johnson.
Sorry. Just to clarify, the property owner did not speak in this particular matter. We're granting an extension to.
A person who wants to buy it.
The property, I talked to,
So, again, let me clarify. So the property owner did not speak, but we're granting an extension to the person who is trying to buy the property.
yes, we are.
So you were saying that, okay, so he's ill. So he can't represent it, don't you saying, in other words, he can't.
I'm just trying to clarify what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
So someone.
You know what he's trying to do, right, Mr. Porter?
Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah.
throw that off.
Yeah.
I'd like to make this, it was burned down as was stated, so the condition of it, whether it's condemned or not does not affect the sale. And everyone agrees it needs to be torn down. The question is who's going to pay for it?
He just said he was
He's gonna pay for it.
It's an-
You're gonna tear it down yourself. You're not gonna have the city to tear it down.
why there's an extension necessary? Why can't it just be torn down? That's the question. It's in very bad condition.
Because he's gonna need,
Hold on.
That's a good question I'm asking.
Get back up there. Yeah.
Please.
Look at it. Can I ask you a question?
Let me see what come on. Let's roll.
Oh, yeah. When I spoke to this young man, I'll give you his phone number now. He's in bed. I said, why hadn't it been done? He told me. And I said, we're gonna buy the property. And I'm gonna get it torn down. And then you do whatever you need to do. He said, well, I wanna make something on it, Coach Davis. And I said, well, we'll work that out. But right now, they want it, the property, and it's an eyesore. It needs to be torn down. So now, since I'm involved, I mean, soon as I get something in writing, because you gotta be legal, because I don't want to tear it down. Had a guy say, well, I didn't agree to sell you that property. When I get something in writing that I own that property to church, then the next day, you'll have some people out there and we'll be in contact. I have the guy contact you.
So,
Any
Mr.
questions?
Davis, you don't want to tear down the house until you are.
Till I own it. Exactly.
So my
How long?
question
Yeah.
is, for us to be legal, could we give them extension to take care of the business in hand?
Oh, yes, we can.
Okay, so this is where we at.
Thank you.
You heard what Malcolm said. Malcolm said, yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
but the owner's not here, so how you,
We can still grant it to him though.
I'm just saying.
We still, yeah,
I just
yeah.
ran
we
into
still grant it
someone
to him.
that wasn't here.
Okay, Mr. Davis, we're gonna give you 60 days.
You're gonna give the owner of the property 60 days, which obligates them to the rule of this particular council.
Yes.
The owner of the property.
Yes.
And you gonna contact the Mr. Davis, the owner of the
Call him as soon as I leave this meeting.
Okay.
I mean, Mike, you wanna meet with me and we both call him?
Okay, can we, a motion,
Motion.
the second, motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1325 Turner Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? A motion, please.
Move.
Second,
Second.
motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson.
I got a question. So they can do that as long as it's the permission of the property owner, right?
Well, look, just earlier,
Mm-hmm.
Gary Johnson said someone had called him. They
Mm-hmm.
requested a 60-day extension,
Yep.
and they approved that.
They
The
sure
owner was
did.
not there to speak
That's right.
on their own behalf, but
That's
they went
right.
ahead and they approved it.
Mhm.
Now, all of a sudden, for
Mhm.
this case, there's an issue
Mhm.
where just a few minutes earlier, you did the exact same thing,
Yep.
and it wasn't an issue there?
You know what that's about.
Yeah.
You know what that's about.
You know, so that's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what that was about.
Yeah.
And public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
445 Williamson Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by
Second.
Councilman Felter, Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
3315 Willow Glen River Road, we're asking for removal. The owner has demoed the property.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from that property is here.
Move to remove.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by,
Remove.
to remove the council, second, please.
Second.
Second by Councilman Johnson. Comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1206 Willow Glen River Road, we're asking for condemnation.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
2610 Y Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by
Second.
Councilwoman Felter, second by Councilman Lloyd. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2053 Y Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Anyone here from that address?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to come on.
Sorry, no. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Diane Roy. I'm with Sturks Properties, and we do agree with the city that it needs to be torn down. I have requested a bid from D'Argent Construction. We've found them to be the most affordable to work with, and I do have a bid, which I brought you a copy of. They did reach out to get a permit today or within the last couple days, but I'm here just to ask for 30-day extension in case it's needed.
Just gets needed? Yes.
Pardon me?
Yes.
I'll move for 30 days. extension.
Thank you.
Okay.
And here's a
Second.
copy.
Now,
No, we-
Anybody
you
need
good.
that?
You good.
We can take that.
We have a motion, please. A motion.
move.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Well, motion and a second to close the public hearing.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Green,
Second.
second by Councilman Woman Felter. Public comments,
Yes,
discussion.
ma'am.
Madam Clerk, may we put this in the record? Thank you.
I'd just like to say one thing, Madam President. Ms. Bertha had to leave because she had to get the bus and everything. And she had said that the city tore down her property and stuff. I think she talked to you, Mr. Johnson.
We have to bring that
And,
back.
We have to
no,
bring,
no, I'm just saying.
we'll have
That's-
to bring
Mr.
that
White,
back.
we have someone getting with her.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know she had to leave.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
before you adjourn,
No, we have one more item. One more item.
okay.
Put the sink down. I got a matter after 18 to talk about.
You read?
You did get a motion and second to adjourn.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Public comment.
Yes, ma'am.
Discussion. All in favor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. J, ordinance for introduction. 18, introduction for the ordinance rezoning property located at 6587 Highway 1, North Bolton, Boys, Louisiana, from a SF2 Single Family District to a SF2 MHO Single Family Zone Mobile Home Overlay District to allow for the placement of a manufactured home.
Move. Second.
Motion- Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Lawberdane to introduce the ordinance. That's it.
Number 19,
The meeting is adjourned.
Hold on, before, Mr. Godfrey, there's a gentleman by the name of Donnie Lewis who lives on White Street, who has a utility issue involving his water meter. And he tells me,
Yeah, we talk about this.
all right, I just want,
Madam
thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
May I say something?
Sure.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to just acknowledge one of our citizens in the city of Alexandria, Mrs. Helen Johnson, past president of the South Alexandria Neighborhood Group. Excuse me. She has turned 97 years young.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
She gives God the
Yes.
glory for her extension. And I just wanted the cities to know that
That was
a
fake.
pillar of our community, 97 years young, past president of the South Alexandria Neighborhood Group, is still standing. And I just wanted the citizens to realize that. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.
Oh, she was talking.
I did. Okay, in anticipation of potential heavy rainfall, free pre-filled sandbags will be available for Alexandria residents only. That's going to be Wednesday and Thursday while supplies last. Make sure that you bring your driver's license or your utility bill to make sure that you are a citizen in Alexandria to pick up those sandbags.
Wait.
They're going to be at 21
Wait.
Industrial Park Road.
So they're sandbags.
Right.
They're sandbags.
Yes.
So tell me why you need ID and proof.
Well, because it's strictly for citizens of Alexandria.
Okay.
So they're the ones providing the sand and the bags, and they don't want other folks that's not citizen of Alexandria taxpayers coming and picking up a whole bunch of sandbags. And they have a limited number of them, like she was stating, while supplies last.
Yeah.
So they want them to go to the taxpayers first. And
To the ratepayers or the taxpayers, which one?
yeah, in this case, it would be the taxpayers.
Okay.
So the citizens of Alexandria, right?
Okay, so cause the reason why I'm saying that, I guess because in the military, we don't do that.
Yeah.
If people needed sandbags, we give them sandbags, but we have plenty of them. Well, at one time, I don't know what's going on now because it's been years, but we give out sandbags, period. That's what the military does. That's one of the jobs we do whenever a natural disaster or something happens. So
Right.
that just kind of blowed my mind to, okay.
Yeah, so this,
Okay.
because,
You should
there's a lot
never
of
be,
other things-
but the problem I have, Mr. Porter, this is the problem I have. You're in a city that floods,
right,
problems that could have been corrected already, right?
that's right.
So there should be never a limited amount of sandbags in a city that floods. Don't make
Right.
no sense. I'm sorry. I'm just putting
No,
that out there.
That's right. That's right. So, but yeah, so that's what they're doing now. One of the things that's been reported, and I don't know how true it is, but like whenever they have the school supply giveaway and stuff like that, folks from out of town come and get the school supplies,
Mm-hmm.
And I know of some cases where that happened. People pull up with a big pickup truck and they just loading a whole bunch of the backpacks that the city would normally give out. They don't check ID for that.
But they check ID for sandbags.
But for sandbags, they are.
This is crazy. I don't care what nobody say. That's crazy. In a city that floods.
Right. So,
But you want to see my ID. Oh my
Right.
God. Let's make
So-
this make sense.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Okay, give me a second here.
The highway where the compound is, the complex is.
So none of them out in the community.
Not that I know of.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay, the meeting's over with. I'm sorry.
Here's what comes off a bowl of
Okay. All right. So anybody have any questions? I'm on mute. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me?
We could hear you.
Okay. Because I'm on my phone and then I'm on my screen too, my desktop. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Did y'all learn a lot today? I know I learned a lot today. I don't know about y'all because I was like, I just felt so, I don't know. I don't know. The idea that we got to go up there and beg in front of why can't some of this stuff be taken care of behind closed doors? Why can't they have private meetings with the city council and talk about the situations with their property instead of bringing them in front of everybody? I don't know. That bothers me because I think that right there is personal and it's private. Because that lady had to stand up there and talk about her finances in front of a whole bunch of strangers. I have an issue with that. That's just me. Maybe I'm more private than I need to be, but certain things I don't think should be. I think to me, it just seems like it's a humiliation thing. Because nobody wants to tell you they can't afford something. You know what I'm saying? And then it sounds like, like we said earlier, the education part of not knowing how this works, right? So I think this part about property should have its own separate meeting. Am I wrong about that?
Well, it could, but we really need to be able to help those folks.
Yeah.
Long before,
It gets to this point. That's right. You're right. In the process, once they find out what's happening, then go from there to lead them through this whole thing. Because I just think, I don't know. Jock wasn't there tonight.
Yeah,
That's their tactic to get what they want. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
For the transfer of property, but also, what the laws are.
Yeah.
And what people should be thinking about, with estate planning, how to pass down property, but also what are the requirements? What do you need?
And then to Mr. Porter, okay, so you have condemned property, right? You have some property, got some issues with, excuse me. So why not start that process ahead of time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you have this situation, and I know a lot of times people get embarrassed real quick. They get shamed. And that's a problem for them because it's not the idea that they don't want to know. They just don't understand how things work. And mom and dad didn't know how to do it, right?
Right.
Like she said, dad left without a will. Mom left without a will. So there's no way of going forward with it, especially when the stuff is still in the name of your parents.
Right.
And
even if they didn't have a will, they could have transferred the property.
Yeah, transfer the property over. That's right.
One of
That's
the
right.
heirs, and that's just going down
That's right.
to the courthouse.
That's right. In town hall meetings, you're right. That kind of information, it should be. And you know what? They should have meetings that's pertaining to people who own property, that own property, that got inheritance property that's sitting there. So if it gets to the point where it's starting to be an issue, you have people who can come in and kind of do a preventive maintenance to see if, whether or not it's okay, let's go ahead and condemn it. Having that decision, but you can't have that decision if the paperwork ain't right. That's the reason why they make a big deal when they give these grants, weatherization grants out. That's a big deal who owns the property. Because if just so happens somebody in the family go and sell it before those 5 years are up, then they got to owe that money back to whatever that grant was. So
and also a lot of times the folks don't even qualify because they're not the owner of the property.
Because they're not the owner of the property. That's right. The paperwork is all messed up.
It was never transferred to them, so they can't qualify for the grant.
That's right. They can't qualify for the grant. That's right. That's right. And like I said, this is a private family matter that needs to be taken care of. You get as many of your family members together. If you got paperwork, show the paperwork, the whole 9 yards. I heard Malcolm talking about a succession. And I guess that would be the ultimate answer to it. So there's a lot of property out there. And you know what? A lot of property that probably got condemned is because there is nobody doing the paperwork on the house or keeping up with the paperwork. So a lot of that, you're just giving away free land. We don't even get it. We giving away free property and free land every year. We do it every year.
And you know, that's the largest source of wealth in the Black community is home ownership. And if you're losing it, you've lost your generational wealth.
That's right. I get that. But they first got to understand what it means.
Right.
The concept sounds good, but nobody talks about the taking care of it. And you're right. If a house is 75,000 and less, the homestead exemption kicks in, but you still got to pay your property taxes, and you still got to pay your city and your parish taxes.
Right.
Yeah, still got to be paid. So yeah, it's nice to have a lot of property, but if you don't know how to maintain it, I'm talking about do the courts, do the legal way, you can lose it all. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, golly, it's 11:13. So anybody has anything else to say for tonight? Tonight was a very good show. Tavares got blasted out.
Yeah, let's just remind folks to go out and vote.
Vote, yes.
Let's just keep that in the forefront of their minds.
Yes, definitely go out and vote. And Tavares was saying something earlier about voter fatigue, and I think a lot, and I think it's been done on purpose to keep everybody stressed out about what's going on, and it could be a discouragement there for some people, because people feel like no matter what we do, we keep getting knocked down. So some people feel that way. I'm not saying all people feel that way, but I know it's people out there that feel that way about, vote for what? Because everything we vote for, they take away from us, So you want to keep that ideal of being able to do that. The power is in your hands. You're able to do that. Other people are not. So take advantage of it still. And if you can get out there and early vote. When is the next election? June what? I thought you said something about the 27th.
27th. But
okay,
we have early voting until June 20th.
Okay.
And if you have a mail-in ballot, you just need to get that in before Election Day.
Okay. All right, you guys have a great night. It was wonderful having this. Is different for us to do this show on a Tuesday, because now Tavares changing the dates of Tuesdays and Thursdays, which makes sense to him. Okay. And it really does free up some time for me, so I don't have to rush through everything I do during the day. So, yeah. So you guys have a great night. Let me say good night to everybody who showed up and showed out. Let's see who we got here. Thank you guys for coming in on a Tuesday. Mr. Scott, thank you, Miss Dixon. See you guys tomorrow night. Let's see here. Miss Bell, see you tomorrow night. Miss Battles, thank you. Let's see who else came in here. Miss Jackson, thank you. Let's see. Do I see somebody else? I thought I saw another name on here. Oh, I thought I saw another name. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Topics like that should also be discussed at town hall meetings as well. You're right. It should be. Yeah. There is, now, I don't know if anybody goes to the public library, but there is a lawyer, Theos, I think that's his name. He comes to the library, and that's what he talks about: wills, successions and stuff, real estate. I mean, what's it called? Estates, law. He talks about that. He does. I don't know. He's been doing it for a minute. He goes to the public library and talks about it. He's a state lawyer, I think. And I see his announcements come across my feed, but he's been doing it for a while. I just don't know what nights he do it. So I would advise you guys, if you want to know more information, go to the library or call the library or go to their website. I mean, you can go on their Facebook page and see when he shows up, and you guys can go and I know for sure he does it because I remember seeing it all the time. That he does. I think he volunteers to help people with estate planning. So that's just something to think about if you own some land or you inherited some land from your family. All right. So you guys have a great night. It was good to see you again, Mr. Porter.
Okay.
Hey, stand up. Let me see. Let me see. Can I? You got your. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Suck it now. Oh, suck it now. Wait, hold on. Let me get my hand clap. Where's the hand clap at? There you go. I see that. Did it play? I can't hear it.
No, it
Oh.
didn't.
Oh, you know why? Because it's down. That's why.
That's
There you
okay.
go. See, I was gonna find it. All right, you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.